As you guys remember from my previous 2 episodes on last Friday, the people over at Osmos had come to preserve the wood in this pole that is shared by Optimum, PSE&G, and Verizon. In the process, they severed my sprinkler pipe, and now they have come to fix it after I complained. However, it appears that he is just going to attempt to put hose clamps and another pipe to fix it. This is just a temporary fix, and this is not going to last. I'm definitely going to have to make a complaint. If they're going to fix it like that, I mean, you know, that's not going to last. These hose clamps right there, they'll rust over time, and I'll have this problem all over again.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. As you guys recall from 3 days ago, a company called Osmos Corporation, they came to check out all the electrical poles. Those poles hold the lines for PSE&G, my electric utility company, Optimum Online, which is a competing internet TV company, and Verizon Fios. So they contract this company called Osmos, and they basically preserve the wood in the poles. So there's a controversial thing on the internet about them using something called ketane, which is a chemical that they put into the poles that preserve the wood, you know. I guess they petrify it or something like that. And they put a slow release type of spikes into the pole along with this thing on the base, almost like a cardboard wrapping around the base of the pole. And there's a controversy about it, saying that it contaminates the water and it causes cancer or whatever. So as you know, maybe 3-4 days ago, they came and did everybody's pole. But in the process of them doing this, they severed my sprinkler pipe. When I turned on my sprinklers to water the seed that I just put down after my dethatcher video, right? This entire area, my sprinklers didn't work. Instead, there was a big flood of water just pouring out like this. So I shut it off. And I immediately contacted corporate, and I wrote all kinds of emails and letters saying that, you know, if you guys don't come and fix this, I'm going to make a video on YouTube and put it up with the titles PSE&G, Verizon, Optimum, and Osmos Corporation, right? And listen, I didn't ask for this. They just came unannounced, did everybody's polls, and screwed up my sprinkler system, right? So I told the guy, the supervisor, you either make this right or even better than before. You know what I mean? So this dude that came this morning, as you can see from the severed pipe right here, they used like a sawzall and they accidentally cut it. I know it wasn't intentional, but nevertheless, you got to make this right. You know what I mean? So he had like a rubber hose over here going over it with some hose clamps. Now, our hose clamps, galvanized steel, will they rust? You know? So then he asked me to turn on the sprinklers. I turned on the sprinklers. Psh, water just shooting out all over the place. Obviously, dude didn't know what he was doing. So I called that supervisor that I was talking to recently, and he zipped down here. And he says, don't worry, we're going to make it right. You know? I says, okay. So we'll see what happens today, but, you know, I don't have much promise to it. So that's the mess that they have to take care of. I think that if you just got a slightly bigger diameter pipe to fit over both of those, right? I don't know how you're going to do it because, you know, it has to be exact. You know what I mean? Unless you can put the pipe. Here, unless you take a pipe, slip it over there, slide it all the way there, line up this pipe and that pipe, then slide it right over again, then put the glue and then the hose clamps on. That might do it. But the pipe's got to be long enough to cover a good distance with that area there filled with glue, you know, PVC cement. That would work. Out my Murray 12.5, yeah, 12.5 flathead 40-inch Murray. This is tractor number 7 from the out of 7 of the Mondo Mowers trade. This thing starts, runs, drives, everything. Remember, this is the one that had 0 compression? Now it runs, starts, and drives. I had it listed for $375, but my friend Larry told me that I shouldn't take any less than $400, so I raised it to $425, and nobody wanted it. Until last night, some lady asked me about seeing it today, so I parked it over here on right outside the gate, and she's going to come in a little while and take a look at it. Let's see if we sell this. I kind of just want to get rid of it, so if she offers me $350, I'll probably just let it go for $350, you know, as is. As you know from yesterday's video, I spent all day unseizing every piece of this deck, right? Blades now spin freely, right? Spindles, shaft, pulleys, belt. Everything's good, freed up. Tension arm is also moving, so I can just put that spring cable onto it, and when I manually PTO it, arm will move, tighten the belt, spin the blades. I also, when I took the blades off, I sharpened them too. So this is all ready to go, except for the fact that there was rust all over the place, you know, the bubbling. So I scraped all the paint chips off and grinded down the buildup of the rust on all the items here. So what I'm going to do now is I want to paint it. So I got to go head over to Home Depot and get some paint. I'm probably not going to buy the spray paint. They do make a John Deere spray paint and a John Deere yellow, believe it or not. It's only like $5 or $6 a can over at Lowe's. But honestly, the rust is so bad, right, and deep, right, that if you just spray over it, you're going to see the dip where the rust was, you know, because it's all been grinded, you know what I mean? So it's going to look bumpy, you know, if I just paint it, and you could see where it is. So, yes, I could fill with filler and primer paint, several coats of it, but honestly, I just want to make this presentable for me to sell. I'm not going to fully restore it, you know what I mean? If I was going to fully restore it, it's a different story, but I just want to flip this, you know what I mean? So I'm going to get like, I'm going to have them mix the exact color paint. I'm going to get some paint chips that I have from the garbage can here. I've got plenty of paint chips. See? Yellow. Got some green here. Some decent green chips here that we could find the right color exactly so that they can match it, you know. So with that, I'm going to have them mix some oil-based acrylic paint from Rust-Oleum, about a pint each, right? It doesn't cost much, like $5, $6 also. But I'll be able to brush it on nice and thick if I want to, you know, to cover up the rust ditches and depressions in the deck. And that ought to do it. Just needed to look presentable for me to flip. So that's what I'll do today. But I have to power wash it, see? My power washer, I haven't turned on all winter. This will give me an opportunity to actually get my power washer out of here. And the thing is, last year when I did the same thing, I didn't drain the gas tank of its gas. So when I needed it last year, it didn't work because the carb was gummed. So I had to stop what I was doing and clean the carburetor. And then I got it running after I cleaned the carburetor. And everything was good. I don't remember if I drained the gas last year either. I know, it's a terrible habit. But I had so many machines last year, I was completely overwhelmed. It's only not until this year that I've actually started to get rid of my stuff, you know? And it's been a joy to see my yard again, where I haven't before, you know? So, I mean, I doubt that there's any gas in here now. I think I remember using it sometime late last fall, and I just depleted of its gas, and it is clean. And empty. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get some gas, put it in here, see if it fires up. So I've connected the gun and the hose, and I've got water flowing into it. I've got gas in it now. Let me just remember how this goes again. Okay, so there's an on and off switch, right? It is on, and it's an auto choke, so just pull it. What do you guys think? Will it start? Well, all right. That's great. So as you guys see, I've sprayed the deck already, and I sprayed a little bit of the back, but I wanted to put a plastic bag underneath the gas cap because it vents, so water will get in there. And in addition, I put a bag over the carburetor and the engine. By the way, look at this bag, the Whiz. Who remembers Nobody Beats the Whiz? You guys are too young to know that. So Osmos came, that's the supervisor Mark, and they did a pretty good job. They sealed it better, and the guy showed me exactly what he did in terms of putting the pipe back, and it was all using the sprinkler stuff that the regular sprinkler companies use. So I'm pretty satisfied that they got it done, and it works. As you saw, I power washed the deck and the tractor, and I guess my next step is to go and the Home Depot and get that paint. It's not really sunny today, so it may take a while for that water to dry, you know, but we'll go check it out anyway. So it started raining, and I brought the deck back into the garage. I drove the John Deere tractor back into the garage. Now I'm off to Home Depot to get some paint. So I'm over here at Home Depot, and I've never seen this before. There's a line to get in, 6 feet apart. Should I wait online, or should I not? I guess I have to get the paint. It's not like I'm doing anything else, right? Finally got inside. I'm getting the paint mixed. Got this barrier here. Mixing me my John Deere paint. So I've completed my adventure over at Home Depot today. It's the first time I actually waited online. The line didn't go very slow. It was relatively quick. I think I waited for like 25-30 minutes, you know, not too bad. When I got inside, it was very empty, you know. They wanted to keep it somewhat empty so that people don't get too close to each other. While there, I did get 2 cans of my favorite Sunrise Red, which I plan on using to repaint that yard machines, the hauler I was going to make right after the John Deere. I got 3 cans of black gloss quick color for 98 cents each. I always have to get a JB Weld just in case I need it for the future, and also some clear silicone from General Electric. The main purpose of this visit was to get matching green and yellow John Deere colors. So this was the sample pint that cost $3.98 each. These 2 should be plenty to cover the rust spots I have on the deck and the body. You know, since this entire coronavirus thing started, I haven't had fast food because I was always worried about people at fast food restaurants don't really care so much about their jobs because it's minimum wage. So they don't really take good care, is what I thought. But I think at this time, you know, you're going to be careful when you're serving food, right? So my favorite fast food meal is, well, of course, Steak and Shake, but it's very expensive. My second would be a Big Mac meal. So I haven't had a Big Mac in like 3 months. So I'm going to go to the drive-thru at McDonald's and get myself some chicken nuggets, Big Mac, fries, and a shake. Yeah! Man, there's a line for just about everything nowadays. Hey! Nothing like a chocolate milkshake, man. Kind of sleepy. After power washing it, I found more areas that needed scraping. When I power washed it, the stuff came out over here, so now I had to start scraping over there. And I had to start scraping over here. And it just kept on going and going. And then if you look closely, there's like bubbles around here too. But if I scrape that off, the whole thing will start coming apart. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to touch that stuff. I'm just going to paint the stuff that's already off. Because it's a can of worms is what it is. You know? The whole thing is rusted. So, I mean, I can't scrape the whole thing. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna paint it and send it. Oh, Lord. No, I can't touch that. If I touch it, I'm going to have to paint it. And the whole thing, I can't touch the whole thing. The whole thing's rusted. So, you know, I'm going to make it presentable. And that's it. I might have to start on the deck first because there's still some wet spots over there. Since it's not hot or sunny today, it's not drying anything. So, deck first. So there it is. It really didn't take that long. As a matter of fact, I used way less green paint than I thought I would. I only used like maybe 1/8 of that can. I didn't use very much at all. It really went a long way. The yellow, on the other hand, I used almost 2/3 of it. I guess there was more area to cover, you know what I mean? And I really laid it on thick, you know what I mean? So as long as you don't get too close to it, it looks really nice from far away. But when you get close to it, you could see some brush strokes, you know? But that's okay. It's just a deck! Sure looks way better than before, huh? Each can cost me $3.98. And I'll have plenty more left over for another John Deere application if I get it. Maybe 2 or 3 tractors, huh? So I just went over it.
all, it matched, of course, perfectly, right? And it looks pretty good. Of course, I didn't touch the hood. The hood is perfect, with the exception of some strange overspray that's on here, you know? So I'll use some paint thinner or acetone to wipe it off. Maybe some ATF might get it off. Who knows? I might try some brake cleaner. Brake cleaner on a rag, slowly, you know, just a little bit. And painted this area. See how nicely shiny and glistening it is. Paint strokes actually don't even, the brush strokes don't actually show up too well here, which is good. You can tell where I painted and where I didn't. I'm not going to go and paint the areas that, you know, don't need it, you know. I'll brighten that up a little bit with some ATF when this all cures and dries overnight. All in all, I think it was a pretty successful job, given what it looked like before. Capiche? Yeah, I thought you guys would agree. Pretty good. So, pretty good day today. It's now raining pretty bad, and I got home just in the nick of time. It's a great day today because I got to have some McDonald's. Big Mac, fries, and a large chocolate milkshake. Yeah! Sweet, baby. Painted our John Deere. Got the paint match from Home Depot. Waited about 25-30 minutes online just to get in, which was unusual for me. But I got the paint that I needed. I also got some Sunrise Red Rust-Oleum spray for the next victim, which is my Yard Machine's red lawn tractor, which doesn't have a deck. But I have an engine that I'm going to put on there. And I already put the seat on there, and I'm going to use that as a hauler or sell it as a hauler. But I want to make it look nice, so I'm going to spray it all with some Sunrise Red. People love red machines. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have a deck. As long as it runs and it's red, I'll buy it. You might as well paint everything red. You know what I mean? This green paint, obviously it matches perfectly with what it was. So it blends in very nice. Covered up all the rust spots, which is exactly what I wanted to do. I did not want to do a full restoration on this rust bucket, obviously. It's just way too much work for very little profit at the end of the day. So far I've spent $25 on a new battery. I had some parts on hand that I just put together on the engine. This thing runs great, you know. I spent about $10 on the paint. Got the deck all figured out. When this all cures overnight, tomorrow I'll install the deck and see what else it needs. But pretty much 90% done with this thing. And I could probably take some pictures and have it listed for $750? Maybe $750. Who knows? You never know. The people that came to see the Murray, they were first-time buyers. You know, the dude and the wife were asking like a million questions, like, what kind of gas do you put in? Oh, where's the air filter? What does the air filter do? Where is it? How much does that cost? You know, it's one of those people where it's like, it's okay. You don't have to buy this one because I just know that you're going to have problems with these people later on. You know what I mean? So I said to them, I go, you know, it's probably better if you just go and buy a new one, you know? It's like, no, we like it. We'll come back later. They actually did talk like that. Anyway, so that's it, man. I'll see you guys later. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.